Okay guys, welcome back to the supplement review, and today we're looking at a pre-workout that has a buzz around it for all the wrong reasons. This is Speed. Now there isn't a lot of information about this product online. I've tried to look up the product, I've tried to look up the ingredient. It's on sale on a couple of sites, but there really isn't much information out there. Now what I have heard from a few people that I follow on Instagram is that this product is so much stronger than it should be given what's declared on the label. I'll put it up on the screen now. Now you can see arginine 3.3 grams, beta-alanine 2.5 grams, which is an underdose. The dose should be 3.2. Citrulline malate 2.5 grams, again that's an underdose. Taurine 1.6 grams, that's quite high, but it's taurine. Caffeine 333 milligrams. Vitamins B6 and B12 essentially irrelevant. So there's nothing on there of particular note. In my mind, that's a poor pre-workout, something on the very lower end of the market. It's going to be interesting to see what this does. Now the flavour is Purple Haze, which again is not a flavour that I'm familiar with, so I guess we'll see how that works out. I've given Bilal a pass today because quite honestly I think this might kill him given his reaction to some of the other videos. I am looking forward to feeding him Atomic Bomb pretty soon, so I think that's going to be interesting. Now, Gym Molly that we looked at last week was a massive letdown. I've got slightly higher hopes for this, but it's an awkward situation because if this is a good pre-workout, then it means that there is definitely something in there that is not on the label. And again, that is something I can't endorse. I think you have a right to know what you're putting in your body. It also begs the question why they haven't declared it on the label, which means it's probably something that shouldn't be in there for the British market. So again, sort of questions raised around that. But we're going to get this mixed up. It's going to be a push day in the gym. We're going to be training in Leighton, so maybe chest and some shoulders. I'll put some training footage after this, but yeah, let's see how we get on. So, Rick from Strom just messaged me to say that he recommends a double scoop. This one's for you, Rick. You know what, that actually tastes really nice. It's almost like Ribena. Purple Haze is a good flavour. That's nice. So it's been about 15 minutes since we took the pre-workout. Starting to feel a little bit of beta-alanine, a little bit of extra energy, but nothing major so far, so yeah, we'll see. Only negative is though, I've tried to record this twice, but because this pre-workout is called Speed, I have to look at the camera and be like, oh, well this speed isn't working, which is, yeah. I graduated with honors, saw the cell, I just had to remain. I remember when I met Black Rings up the road when Black Roy got changed. He was a head for me. Don't know how you dealing with the pain. Remember you bred for it. I'm a general in the bread winner game. And then it bled for it. I do it again. Inevitable, it don't make me better than you. I'm one of them men. I don't wanna pretend. I fell down every time that I ever tried, but I got up again. I did it again. So I wasn't 100% sure following that workout as to what I'd heard about Speed being true. So it's Sunday. Got one made up here. I'm going to give it another try and then we'll report back at the end of the workout. Where are you going, Emily?
Cake shop.
Cool.
I graduated with honors, saw the cell, I just had to remain. I remember when I met Black Rings up the road when Black Roy got changed. He was a head for me. Don't know how you dealing with the pain. Remember you bred for it. I'm a general in the bread winner game. And then it bled for it. I do it again. Inevitable, it don't make me better than you. I'm one of them men.
Okay, so to give this a thorough test, I actually ended up taking it again this morning. I thought I'd take it when I was fasted to get a better idea of what the effects are and really sort of feel the ingredients. And I think there's definitely some kind of stim in here. There is a mouth feel and a body feel that you don't normally get with a pre-workout, especially something that's just underdosed for beta-alanine and has caffeine and taurine and B vitamins as their sort of main energy matrix. I don't know what they've put in here. I don't have that kind of sensitivity to be able to tell, but in my opinion, the rumours about this product are probably true. Now, somebody who knows a little bit more than I do is Rick Foster of Strong Sports Nutrition. So we're going to ask Uncle Rick, is Speed any good?
Hi, my name's Rick at Strom, and today we're going to talk about a pre-workout called Speed. Now, as the name suggests, this is a very stim-heavy pre-workout. Unfortunately, that's not what the label suggests. So, speed, black tub, 2 lines of white powder on the front of the tub. We all know what they're insinuating. But you read the label and it says it contains caffeine, B-alanine, I think maybe arginine, perhaps some creatine. Nothing exciting and in very poor doses. So it looks like a Poundland special roller cola crap pre-workout. I tried some when I was in Sunderland, that's where I was. And had the pre-workout, had a little bit of beta-alanine tingles, some paracentesis. And about 40 minutes later I was very sweaty. And I realised that obviously the product contains something that's not on the label. And that doesn't mean to say that it's a bad product inherently, but I personally have a real issue with mislabeling performance enhancing drugs, chemicals, amphetamines, stimulants, anything like that, because for all intents and purposes you could pick that tub up and go, that's a very mild pre-workout, and have a complete beginner try it, or someone maybe with a heart condition. I know the branding suggests that it's going to be very strong, but nothing on the ingredients profile does. About an hour and a half to 2 hours later, I was very hyper. I'm pretty confident the product contains DMAA. If it doesn't contain DMAA, then a DMHA derivative, something like that. Those products are banned ingredients, that's obviously why it's not on the label in this country. The problem is that they're banned for a reason. Unfortunately, DMAA was involved in some deaths. I believe a woman used it to run London Marathon, and a soldier used it for training, overexerted himself, heart attack, which is why the company's obviously not labelled it, because they're banned ingredients and that could get them into hot water. But putting it in there and not putting it on the label is, in my mind, much more dangerous. Assuming it's DMAA, I actually quite liked DMAA as an ingredient, as long as it was used specifically for weight training and not for cardiovascular work, anything like that. But unfortunately, Speed is not a product that I could endorse, that I could stock, or that I would want to stock, because for one, it definitely contains something that it shouldn't, and for two, it's not disclosed that information. So I can't recommend it, and I don't recommend that you buy it. In fact, I would steer clear of anything that doesn't tell you exactly what's in it. At the end of the day, if you're putting things in your body, you've got a right to know what's in them. You know, unless you're buying it from a kebab shop at 2 in the morning, that's a perfectly acceptable situation to not be entirely sure what you're eating. So that's Speed. Don't buy it. It's a shame, but don't buy it.
The road, Black Roy got changed. He was a head fuck. Damn, don't know how you dealing with the pain. Remember you bred for it. On the chill road and the bread won a game. And then it bled for it.